Hey guys, what's up? So I got this question about what channels do I subscribe to for programming information. There's a lot that I could actually list here, and I'm just going to go through and just kind of name the ones that I actually listen to myself. So number one on the list, and arguably the most popular as far as being able to get a large audience, is the New Boston. Bucky Roberts is out of New York, and he's been able to do programming tutorials in a way that kind of just like sounds like a layman giving programming advice to other potential programmers out there. He's got a really good style that I think people are just naturally attracted to when you don't come from like academia. So Bucky has his own unique way of doing it. He was one of the first ones to actually jump into this market a long time ago. And I actually was when I was doing some Python programming, I actually watched some of his videos on like object-oriented Python, and I like his style myself. In fact, I started my own channel shortly after watching his videos, just because I guess I was inspired by him. So, Bucky Roberts is definitely a channel you should check out. One of the criticisms with him is that he kind of scratches the surface because he deals with so many different technologies. He's doing everything from like teaching you Adobe After Effects or Photoshop all the way to like Linux and FileZilla and Putty and like basically all these different ends of the spectrum where you can't possibly be an expert and all that stuff. But most of the time when people are going to YouTube tutorials anyway, it's because they're not going there to get like these advanced level. I'm going to learn how to program a rocket ship on YouTube. You're pretty much going there to get your start, learn some sort of new technology, and then you take it further. And then maybe you got these certain niche videos that do get into some nitty gritty details of certain technologies and libraries and stuff like that. But New Boston typically will kind of stick to the high level, I think, with a lot of the programming tutorials that he does. But he's definitely one of the best, and you should check him out. Next one, Simple Programmer. Now, Simple Programmer, from what I've seen, since I've been watching him, he doesn't really do too many like programming tutorial type videos. He's more talking about being in the IT industry, and he does a lot of different things. Like he'll be standing in front of a camera, like in his bedroom, or just walking down the street, and he definitely has his unique style. I think he's out of Tampa Bay, Florida, United States. He does a lot of content. So if you're ever looking for somebody that's like uploading videos like every single day, John Samez, and that's his name, John Samez, and he has a Simple Programmer channel. But you should definitely check that out. I actually had reached out to him because we're going to do some sort of collab video, or we may do some sort of collaboration type video between me and him. He's actually expressed interest in that, which I thought was pretty cool because some of the other YouTubers on this list probably wouldn't even respond to my email. Now, one of the newcomers is Fun Function, and this guy's really good. He's out of Sweden. He works for Spotify. And I watched his videos. He does a really good job, actually, going through and editing his videos and stuff like that. And I'll tell you, I work a full-time job. I come home, like, I don't want to spend a bunch of time editing videos out and stuff like that. If I make a mistake, some of the times, I might swear in my video if I make a mistake or something like that. And some people like it, some people probably don't. But at the same time, it saves me a lot of time. But this guy, he goes through and he makes sure that his videos are all edited nicely. He usually has like background music. It usually sounds kind of silly. Maybe European, I don't know. That's coming from an American, but he's got definitely an interesting uniqueness to his videos, and he's definitely exploded on YouTube. I've seen his subscriber base go up quite a bit, and I think he's had his channel much less than I've had mine. So he's already surpassed me, which is good for him. Next one on the list is Eli the Computer Guy. He's one of my favorites, and he's actually a guy who's actually taken his time to respond back to my comments, which I thought is a pretty nice thing to do because he gets thousands of comments. Obviously, if I get thousands of comments on my channel, and I got a fraction the amount of views that he does, and he does a pretty good job trying to respond to people. He doesn't like the criticism, and that naturally happens whenever you have a bunch of people reaching out to you. Some people are jealous. Some people just want to nitpick. Some people are just assholes, but it definitely comes with the territory. I think that you do get a lot of like criticism in your videos. You could end up saying something wrong or phrasing it the wrong way, and people just take that and run with it. But Eli, he's really good. He typically just sits in front of a camera similar to this and just kind of talks. And he also doesn't really do a whole lot of like tutorial type videos that I know of. I think he used to touch more on the technical side of things, but now he's basically just kind of given his advice from being in the industry for so long. And Eli is out of Baltimore, Maryland, United States as well. So I'm not sure if I mentioned, but Fun Functions out of Sweden, and it's always like -30 whenever he's doing a video. It looks like. But anyway, so definitely Eli the Computer Guy is an interesting listen, and he's the type of guy that you can listen while you're coding or doing something else because he's not giving coding demonstrations like some of the other guys. Now, Derek Banas, he's been around for a while. He kind of started after Bucky Roberts, and he goes into a little bit more detail from what I've seen than Bucky does. But his videos can also be kind of long-winded, and yeah, I guess that would be the main criticism with him. Is he's also all over the place, but he's got some long-winded videos, but definitely some great information out there. And I'll be honest with you. I mean, Derek is one of the bigger YouTubers doing YouTube tutorials, but I've never really watched him all that much. I've watched some of his stuff, which I thought was good. It's just, I guess I don't watch that much, tutorials on YouTube. For the most part, I spend more of my time actually writing code and using Stack Overflow or other blogs and stuff like that, trying to figure out problems. Now, so I mentioned Fun Functions. ScentDex, he's out of, I believe, Dallas, Texas, or maybe Austin, somewhere in Texas. This guy's not even a computer science major, similar to myself. I think he went to school for business or something like that, but he is also self-taught, and he goes into a lot of detail on his Python videos. He pretty much sticks just to Python, but he'll do things like like facial recognition software, like GUI apps, games. Goes into a lot of detail. So if you're looking for somebody that definitely does more than scratching the surface, this guy does that. But his area of expertise is mainly just in the Python field. Okay, Mike Hibbert. Mike Hibbert was like the Django guy that I went to for Django tutorials. Like this guy, I felt like had some of the best Django videos at the time. And he also sticks to Python. But so if you're looking for a specific Django guy, this guy does a pretty good job. Now, while we're on the subject of Django, that's actually kind of been my bread and butter as well. I mean, I'll tell you, one of the things I found with YouTube is that for some reason, whenever I do a video where I'm just kind of talking, whether I'm sharing some sort of experience or giving advice or answering a question or something like that, those videos typically get more views than doing tutorials. Tutorials, number one, take more time. You have to do more editing because honestly, you don't want to trip people up. So if you don't actually edit and fix the mistakes in your tutorial videos, then you're going to get a lot of negative feedback. And that's something I actually did when I first started out. I would actually make mistakes and go through like some 10-minute explanation, and then it wouldn't work. And some people like that, but it's not very good for teaching people how to program. It's more entertainment value. But I don't do that anymore. I try to actually be a little bit more professional with the tutorials. But my whole point is that making tutorials takes a lot more work, and there's less views. You have a much smaller audience potential that's going to be interested in like a Flask tutorial with SQL Alchemy and Postgres or something like that. So I do a combination of the two, though, because I would say I've done several videos where I talk about integrating React with Django. I also did a video that got like 100,000 hits that had integrating AngularJS and Django, which was a little bit more complicated than using something like React. So I try to give back to the Python community by doing some of these videos. So I have like a Python 3, Django 1.9. Here's my newest Flash tutorial and stuff like that. But yeah, basically I'm just throwing my name out there and like a shameless plug to say that I also do tutorials and talk about programming. But I guess they already knew that since they asked the question on my programming channel. Anyway, guys, those are the ones that definitely come to mind. And yeah, that's really it, guys. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if there's other videos that are channels that I'm missing. But I think I named some of the bigger ones, at least the ones that I watch on a pretty regular basis. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good night, and bye.